The art of alchemy involves the transformation of lead into gold, but it is not just a scientific pursuit, it is also deeply symbolic. Rather than creating gold from scratch, alchemists believe that the process enabled them to generate gold within themselves. They equated gold with the sun and sought to manifest its radiance within their own beings, effectively creating an internal sun. Gold is the metal of the sun and has been considered by many as crystallized sunlight. When gold is mentioned in alchemical tracts, it may be either the metal itself or the celestial orb, which is the source or spirit of gold. As gold was the symbol of spirit and the base metals represented man's lower nature, certain alchemists were called miners and were pictured with pigs and shovels, digging into the earth in search of the precious metal. Some people used a pearl hidden in the shell of an oyster at the bottom of the sea to signify spiritual powers. Thus, the seeker after truth became a pro-fisher. He descended into the sea of material illusion in search of understanding. When the alchemists stated that every animate and inanimate thing in the universe contained the seeds of gold, they meant that even the grains of sand possessed a spiritual nature, for gold was the spirit of all things. The purpose of alchemy was not to make something out of nothing but rather to fertilize and nurture the seed which was already present. Its processes did not actually create gold but rather made the ever-present seed of gold grow and flourish. There is an ancient esoteric document named the Emerald Tablet, which is considered the foundation of Hermetic philosophy and is attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. It was highly regarded by Islamic and European alchemists as the basis of their art. Medieval and early modern alchemists associated the Emerald Tablet with the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. And the production of gold, it is the guide that the ancient wise men have passed down to us in order to help us recover the wisdom that they possessed. The famous phrase, "as above, so below," comes from this text. It essentially means that there is an outer universe, the macrocosm, and an inner universe, the microcosm. It can also be expressed as is within, so without. The quote is referring to different dimensions of ourselves. We exist in multiple dimensions comprising our physical bodies, subtle minds, and spirits. It is possible that we are multidimensional beings with multifaceted thoughts. What we see, feel, taste, and experience are the results of our thoughts, consciously or unconsciously, positive or negative. Whatever we think comes back to us. If we love ourselves, others will. If we respect ourselves, others will. If we think we are attractive and confident, others will also think so. We are what we think we are. Our outer reality is an expression of our inner thoughts and emotions. Therefore, we have the potential to elevate our vibration by refining our thoughts. As above, so below, our internal world reflects our external reality. The text serves as a guide to utilizing the magical powers that are available for us. At its core, the text expresses the idea that everything is essentially the same and originates from a single source. To one, this applies to every thought and natural thing, even if only through indirect means. The Emerald Tablet states that just as the rays of the sun fill the earth with warmth, light, and life, a person can also create such radiation within themselves. This operation was later called alchemy or the making of gold. It received the latter name because gold is the metal corresponding to the sun. And when a person possesses the energy of creation, having understood the secret, they transform into the sun. That is into gold. There are some people who may have found the stone, such as Count Saint-Germain, the famous Nicolas Flamel, and the very mysterious Fulcanelli. I will use Fulcanelli's translation of the Emerald Tablet because I think it explains it very well. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as below, so above, and as above, so below. With this knowledge alone, you may work miracles. And since all things exist in and emanate from the one who is the ultimate cause, so all things are born after their kind from this one. The sun is the father, the moon the mother. The wind carried it in his belly, earth is its nurse and its guardian. It is the father of all things, the eternal will is contained in it. Here on earth, its strength, its power remain one and undivided. Earth must be separated from fire, the subtle from the dense, gently and with unremitting care. It arises from the earth and descends from heaven, it gathers to itself the strength of things above and things below. By means of this one thing, all the glory of the world shall be yours, and all obscurity flee from you. It is power, strong with the strength of all power, for it will penetrate all mysteries and dispel all ignorance. By it the world was created, from it are born manifold wonders, the means to achieving which are here given. It is for this reason that I am called Hermes Trismegistus, for I possess the three essentials of the philosophy of the universe. This is the sum total of the work of the sun. Some alchemists believe that this document is a resurrection of the technology used in Atlantis. However, we cannot perfectly interpret the text according to our current knowledge because the analogies it contains are so ambiguous and complex that interpretation without the appropriate keys becomes impossible. As the keys were not left to us with the text, the real meaning is limited to an individual level, meaning that everyone interprets and decodes the text differently. Therefore, the interpretation depends on the individual's knowledge. In such cases, we must use meditative techniques and our intuitive knowledge. In conclusion, I believe that we can create the philosopher's stone ourselves and that the stone is not a material object but a spiritual one. It represents the process of transmutation through which a person can transform their own being into gold, symbolizing the attainment of enlightenment or spiritual perfection. I hope you like this video, subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.